finally get yourself out of market structure jail as we follow on from the previous week's video going through your choice, which is this week is the pound US dollar pair. So if you're ready to understand how I look at marking up my structures, let's get straight into this video. But before we do, if you want to learn more on the supply and demand aspect and how I mark up my zones and much more, don't forget to check out the Profit Per Trade workshop. There'll be a link below in the description of this video, and there'll be a link popping up right now. So we're on the monthly time frame of the pound US dollar. I'm going to go through each time frame all the way down to the 4-hour time frame today, how I'd mark up my structures. Remember, if there's a pair of choice you want to see in next week's video yourself, don't forget to leave that comment below and to let me know what pair you want me to go through next week. So the easiest way to look at marking up your structures, I'm going to get a pen tool quickly, is to quickly look at that chart. We already see that we're in a bearish bias, but where do we start from? Okay, so let's just start from this area here to the left. We've broken structure, we pull back, we broke structure, we pull back again, we've broken structure, a small pullback here, another break of structure to the downside, and then the market makes a shift bullish here to the upside. So at this point, this low is then going to be a low. It has to be broken to see a bearish bias once again. We wick through, we fail to break it. The market then holds this high, never break higher, and eventually you can see we broke down. This then gives me a new swing low, where is our weak low as such, and this is our strong high where we expect the supply to hold. So the market is bearish. That's how quickly you can go through any price chart. This is how I do it day in, day out, every day, and you're seeing exactly how I look at marking my charts. This is using market structure, okay? A simple methodology that I apply. There is a bit more to it. There's more advanced techniques you can learn as well. But right now, this is the way I'd quickly look at marking up my charts. All you have to do is have 3 lines on your chart. We just need to know where that breakout point was. Okay, so this is our breakout point. I'll mark this off as a monthly structure, and I will place this as a BOS so you can identify this is a breakout structure. We then need to place a level at the high, okay, to know where our trading range is, to the swing low. So this is then going to be our weak low. We're expecting price to want to run lower and take up that low. This is our strong high. We're not expecting price to want to break that high. But this is my current trading range, okay, from this swing high to this swing low. And I'm expecting to see price push above this high into, okay, this is then our premium area where we're looking for price to reverse back out to run for this low. Now we're already above that area, so at any point we can look for potential sell to downside. We're just waiting for potential reversal. But if we look closely at price here, we have made this low, okay, internally we broke higher, okay, so you can see we've got a swing high there. We potentially could see the market want to continue up, okay, and run this high, sweep that high, and then we could see a drop back down. So on a longer term bias, we could see bullish movement here on the monthly, but we are currently bearish with a structure, okay, swing structure, internal structure here, potentially we are looking bullish. Now, if you want to learn more on market structure when it comes to the different types of structure, then what I suggest doing is checking out that playlist within the channel, full playlist all about market structure. I will leave a link above now for that playlist for you to go through and to learn much more on market structure. And I suggest doing that after watching this video. Go straight over there and watch that playlist, unless of course there's another video coming up next. Watch that first in this series, okay, and then go and watch the playlist on market structure. So our monthly bias currently on swing structure here is a bearish bias. We're looking to potentially sell this market. Let's go to a weekly time frame now on this pound US dollar. Now you can identify we have this movement here on the weekly. So you can see we have the swings within these bigger swings here. And if we just get my pen tool once again, we had a break of structure here to downside, okay, and then we have a break structure here back to the upside, a pull back, a sweep here, okay, another break of structure, another break of structure, and another break of structure, and eventually we've broken to the downside. This then becomes that strong high again, and this becomes the weak low. Now, like I said, we could see price want to run up, sweep this high, then run back lower. that is potentially we could see. We do have an area of supply here. Price is pushed in a couple of times. So we would have to see price run this high anyway before we can even look for potential sell. So a lot of this you can learn inside that profit trade workshop, more about how I look at supply and demand zones, how I'm looking for those different types of entries. So check that out if you're interested in that. So we have the break structure here on a weekly time frame. Okay, so this is our bias on a weekly. Again, let's mark that off as a BOS so you can see the breaker structure. Let's have that a bit smaller. So there is our BOS to downside. This is the swing low. Okay, so this is the low of our trading range, and this is the swing high. So what we have now is our trading range from this high to this low. We're well above into that premium area. We did have an area here of supply. We ran higher into that supply already once. So what you need to see next is another push higher to take out that high deeper into the supply. And this is a good potential area. We could see a push up and then a push back down to run this week low. Now, of course, anything can happen in trading, but we just go what we're seeing with structure. Okay. Currently, we're bearish on a monthly, a weekly. Now what we need to do is check out the daily. What are we seeing on a daily time frame? Let's just remove that level. Hey traders, we'll go back to the video in just a moment, but I wanted to give you a gift for hanging out with me today. I want to give you access to my Telegram community. This trading community will share my chart markups and give you access to my trading strategy. But it's more than just a community. You're going to have some actionable steps to accelerate your growth with hanging out with other like-minded traders, all looking to improve their trading. And it's free as my gift to you. So just hit the link above now to join the Telegram community. Now back to the video. So let's go down to a daily. Again, look, we can see with our structure, okay, this is our swing structure on that weekly. Now we have all this internal structure, which is our swing structure here on a daily. We can see that we were bullish, we went sideways, we had a final push higher bullish, but then we went bearish, and now we've turned back bullish. Without understanding structure, without knowing where to mark your levels, this is why you're still stuck in market structure jail and you're not out. You're not understanding it correctly. This is what this series is all about. It's just to show you the quickness and how I mark up these charts. I know it's going to help you with your trading. So make sure you watch all of these videos in this playlist. So let's quickly mark this out again. We have a breaker structure here. This one is just a sweep. So this becomes my low. Okay, we hold. We then need to break this high, which we do. And then we have to break this swing low, which we do down here. Then we break structure once again. Then we break back to the upside, make this swing high. We have a sweep, pull back, another break structure. So currently you can see we went from a bullish to a bearish. This is all sideways price action. Okay, then we've gone back to this nice bullish movement. So let's just take all this off, and we can start marking up this chart. So we know this is our last BOS to the upside on a daily break of structure. So again, let me just mark that off as a BOS for you. So we have a break of structure here to the upside. We can't mark off a high at the moment. We would say it's this high here, but we haven't really had a swing pullback. So I'm not going to mark that off at the moment. This would be my low. This is my strong low where I have my area of demand, where I'm looking for price to basically pull back into demand for another run higher, take out the high once again. So we look to the left. Where could we see price heading to? Well, we had this swing high, we've closed through. Now we have this swing high here. Why? Because we have a trading range, okay? Our trading range is going to be from the swing highs as we see the market going higher. Now what this is a potential area we could see a sweep. We have liquidity here. Now, if you're not sure about liquidity in trading, there is a playlist in this channel. I do suggest going watching those videos, going to help you to understand liquidity much better. I will leave again a link above for you to go through and watch that whole playlist. Just make sure you watch this video and any other videos first in this playlist so you have a much better understanding of the market structure technique that I apply. So you can see we are bullish here. This means as we have a bullish run here on a daily, we're going to be on a bullish trend on the 4 hour. So right now on a daily, I'm looking for a swing pullback, but I could see a potential run of this swing high, a sweep, and then we could see a pullback to demand, a potential run higher once again. Now, of course, we are bearish on the higher timeframes here, but we are bullish now on a daily. So we look to continue to buy that move. If we go on a 4-hour time frame, we can start to see how this all develops. Okay, so this is that swing high we're looking for the market to run to, but on a 4-hour, this is going to be my weak swing high that I'm looking for price to run to at the moment. I'll show you this actual setup that could have been taken. So look, we had the market bullish here to the upside. This is then another break to the upside. So what do we see? Okay, on a 4-hour, we have a bullish trend. Okay, there's our bullish trend on the 4-hour. Now this is a bit more complex. We have a sweep looking to run that week higher. So you can see we're bullish here on a 4-hour time frame. So let's mark up the structure now on the 4-hour. Okay, all of the supply and demand aspect that's not really explained in this video. There is also a playlist in this channel that goes through supply and demand as well. But if you want to take it to the next step, the Profitable Trade Workshop will help you to take that. And again, like I said, there's a link below in the description of this video. So let's now just quickly look at this area. And before we look at this area on the 4-hour, if you want to have your pair of choice in next week's video, don't forget to leave a comment below and to share which pair you want to see in next week. This was shared for this week, which is the pound US dollar. Okay, so if you want to see, let's say, gold or Audi US dollar next week, make sure you put that pair down there and you let me know. So let's have a look at this structure. We have a last break of structure here on the 4-hour right here. So we can mark this off. There's our last push up on the 4-hour. Okay, and then we pull back. This was the push up, pull back, okay, continuation. This was a previous break of structure right here. Let's have a quick look. So we just about, no, we broke out on that candle. Okay, we've pulled back. So we had another break of structure here. Okay, so you can see this creates a sweep here in the market. And then this creates another sweep right here in the market. Now, these are my most favorite trade setups. When you can start seeing these types of trades, and again, you can learn this inside that liquidity section, okay, in that liquidity playlist, you'll be able to see there's actual videos through about understanding those sweeps. So we have the market here, okay, pushing up, breaking structure, nice looking engulfing, pin engulfing candlestick, looking for it to run that high. Now, if you're not sure about your candlesticks, something you want to learn about your price action candlesticks, there is a free ebook. I will leave the link below in the description of this video if you want to go and sign up and get that free ebook. It goes through and teach you about the use of the different types of candlesticks and more on multiple time frame market structure. So let's now assume that you've caught a trade down here on this candlestick. You would have your entry. Okay, your stop loss below that candle, and your stop and your target would be to run this high. So around about 2-to-1 risk to reward, and then you can look to hold it to the next swing high there we saw to the left between 3-to-1. This is how I look at trading. Okay, it's very simple strategy. These sweeps with these types of setups, these candlestick patterns on a 4-hour time frame, if you don't have the time to drop lower on those time frames, you can easily do this with just trading a daily or 4-hour price action entry like this. Obviously, there's different techniques. We can drop down to 15-minute and lower, but this is to share with you a simple strategy using this type of methodology, just marking out your charts. Obviously, you need a good understanding of supply and demand, good understanding of liquidity, a good understanding of market structure, okay, and a good understanding of imbalances in the market. All of that is inside this channel. There's a playlist for every single one. That's my outlook on the pound US dollar for this week. Waiting for that high to be broken, then we can start evaluate a next pullback for another continuation. Now, of course, if we was to see the market push up here and then finally break structure back to downside, then we're looking for a counter trend trade, pulling back towards that area of the demand zone on a daily time frame. So if you want to take your trading to the next step, don't forget there's the Profit Trade Workshop. Okay, there'll be a link coming up right now for that. And also make sure you go and watch the next video in this series If there isn't a video in this series yet, make sure you go and watch the next playlist on market structure